Welcome to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City, a black and gold mosh pit where the Hawkeyes are ready to swarm. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the New Mexico State Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Hawkeyes about to kick it away and get this season started. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Aggies offense is on the field for the first time today. And here comes their veteran leader. He has been through the battle, guys, and there are plenty of expectations this season.
Yeah, and there should be expectations. This guy's been around a long time, knows the systems, knows the players. Everybody's going to have to believe in him for this year to be a big success.
Yeah, David, there's just no substitution for experience, right? This guy has played so many snaps. He's seen it all. No doubt they need him to play at a high level.
One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So Iowa's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Second down coming up. The give to the lone running back. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And that play right there really shows you the trust between the quarterback and his wide receiver. They've obviously worked for hours all season long on these routes near the sideline. Nice throw.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Leaves it with the running back. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
The Hawkeyes are on the move. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Give to the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this young true freshman, he's got to keep his composure here because he can smell his first collegiate touchdown is right on the horizon. His eyes are getting big. Ball security. That has got to be at a premium right now for this young man.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And how about the offense believing in the true freshman? Down here in the red zone, giving him the football, man, I bet his heart is pounding. He's wanting to get in the end zone to get that 1st touchdown.
We've reached the end of one, and as is tradition here in Iowa City, we take a moment to say hi to the children of the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. Hello, kids. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football game.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
New Mexico State lines up quickly. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
They'll give it to Johnson. Nice move to keep running. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
And that would be the definition of first down success, putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football, get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Quick pass on the fly motion. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Bug meet windshield. Ouch. You cannot make a living as a quarterback taking those kind of hits. Nice job scrambling, getting the first down. Let's not do too many more of those.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Quick strike complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll throw on third down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hand. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They'll give it to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On second down, he'll let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss. He picked up a few before being brought down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. This offense has a second down play. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throat, and they gashed you.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Flips it out to the back. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Hawkeyes will try to punch it in on first and goal. Quarterback will keep it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Iowa!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on? One.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
New Mexico State will kick it away to open this third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They open this third quarter on top, and they build the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected.
And that pass picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Buys a little time with his feet.
And come on now, O-line, you've got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one to get you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
How about this defense? Getting to the quarterback in back-to-back plays. You want to pressure the quarterback. If you get him on the ground, it's gravy. Nice job. 2 sacks in a row, bringing up a 3rd and long situation.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Runs through a tackle. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Quickly complete.
And on that out route, 3rd down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the 1st down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up the open short.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Yeah, I like it. I like the confidence of the coaches. When you're an offensive coach, you got to be aggressive nowadays. And going for it in your own territory, it used to be, no, you can't do that. Now, everybody's like, you know what? Analytically, that makes sense.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Quick release on the RPO. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, that D tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
Here's the handoff. Smashes through. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Zings it complete to the right. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
The give to the tailback. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Webb. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He'll pull it down. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. And the Hawkeyes are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Offense working from the pistol. Now the play fake. Takes the easy completion. And they swarm him under.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Iowa! And the punishment has been extended.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Houston had an impressive showing at home today. And I know the fans there in Plunge City are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way to...
Lofts one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide open downfield. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Holds and fires complete to the right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Obliterates him, still on the move. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. New Mexico State has it 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. The pocket starts to collapse. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 1st down for this offense.
42, Spider. 4-2, slide 22. Slide 25.
The running back has it. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Running back searching for a hole. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Iowa.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And they'll push that lead down a little further. With that field goal, now it takes a touchdown to beat them. So you want to pin them back and then let the defense have a little room to work with. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
Now, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. Feeling some heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The old coaching cliche, go player no every week, and for the first week they get it done.
A great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. He definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been